break through the hoop and take it over the sidelines here, and everybody's getting pumped up on the Alleman side. Moline we're waiting on yet.
Well, sometimes you get that waiting game, you know. Maybe Moline wants to let this happen. But take a look. Here come your Alleman Pioneers in first place right now in the Western Big Six Conference.
And look at that. That's always a good sign when they all make it through the hoop and nobody falls down.
That's a coach's nightmare.
That's a good sign.
That's a coach's nightmare. Yeah. Which one of your good players is going to end up laying in a heap out there stumbling through that hoop? You know, but they're through clean. So Alleman's ready to go. Now, if we get Moline through that tunnel,
yeah,
we'll be ready to go.
I think you're right. I think Moline's letting it settle down a little bit so they can have their entry.
Well, they're going to begin to announce the starting lineups here. We'll just see whether or not Moline will be the visiting team.
Do it, Gino.
Okay, so Moline's going to be on the board. Moline will be the visitors, and the Alleman will be the Rocks, right?
Well, they're never going to be the Rocks, but they're going to be the.
Well, they're going to have to be.
They're going to be tougher
something.
than Rocks, but okay. And
Here
Moline takes the field.
All right.
So we're going to be able to announce the starting lineups
now
with people out there.
Now we got two teams.
Now
That's always important.
Now we're ready to go. The waiting may be just about over.
Now, if we only knew whether the offense or the defense was going to be.
Well, we're going to be okay because we got our roster sheets here. It doesn't make any difference.
Jackson. This is a pure way.
Well, Moline's getting ready to get their starters, and Brian, why don't you take them?
All right.
Well, Brian Grau is number 60 for Alleman. Moline didn't send anybody out.
So, number 63 for
Moline.
Yes. Scott Mechanic.
Okay, number 53 is Ross Martin. Ross Martin. They're bringing two out on you, Brian. They're 76 and 79.
76 and 79, and Kyle Piper and Chris Davies, the freshman, the new one.
62 is John O'Hearn for Alleman.
And 40 is Tom Wellert for Moline.
78 coming out is Mike DeBoard, 6'6", 280 pounds.
And Dave Koenig, number 88 for Moline.
Number 50, Andy Koski.
And 44, Conrad Canary for Moline.
80 coming out of defensive player, Ryan Wood. Ryan Wood.
And 81.
Where's he at on that sheet? 85,
81.
by the way, is Jeff Lawrence. We know who number 9 is, Bryant.
Yeah, De Julio.
No, Molina.
Oh, Molina.
And 84 is Matt Brandy.
I can't.
What are you doing, Brian? What are you doing?
Oh, I'm lost here.
We've known that for a while. Number 23 is Corey
was
Krieger.
Anthony Molina for Moline.
Well,
he just come out there.
He is. That's right.
That's right.
You're on top of that. Who's
so
number 10?
9 is Andy Malcolm.
That's right. And who's number 10?
And 10 is Todd Anderson.
Very good. There's number 9, Tom DiUlio, coming out. I think we got just about all of them now. Dave Taylor's number 22. We're going to get better. We're going to get better.
Did you make a sale? That's what's important.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just the nervous tension, huh, Brian?
Yeah, this championship game.
Pressure of the big game.
Well, we're going to find out in a little bit here. There's going to be some real battles going on. We found out that last week down there in the sideline, there's some real hitting going on.
Well, that's for sure. And that was fun last week. I had a chance to watch a little bit of that Tuesday night, and it wasn't too bad. I see Father Gallagher going back to the field now. He's been working all week on his receiving skills, and for Alleman, I think he'll probably catch a pass if they throw one to him tonight.
He would have to, yeah.
So it's going to be
After last week, I'm sure he wouldn't let us down 2 weeks in a row.
Not 2 weeks in a row. Well, Moline's going to kick off.
Yep. Kickoff. for Moline will be number 7, Chris Beard.
I have no idea.
And back is Healy and Taylor for Alleman. Here we go.
Oh, squib kick, which is typical. Krieger juggles it. 31 with the ball is Paul Barnes on the return. And Barnes gets the ball back to about the 26, 27-yard line. First down. Squib kick. Well, they did it against Rock Island real well.
The kicker was in on that, one of them that was in on that tackle, Chris Beard. He wasn't the initial tackler, but I didn't get his number, but he was in on it.
Well, he wasn't the safety. They didn't leave.
No,
he didn't stay back and wait.
After it.
Well, here come the Pioneers out for the first time. Going with 2 tight outs, wide receiver to the wide side of the field. Oh, nice run, Dave Taylor. Dave Taylor might go. He's at midfield. Dave Taylor, first play of the ball game. Molina cannot touch him.
Touchdown, Alleman.
Taylor, touchdown, Alleman. Tight outs, wide receiver to the wide side of the field. Oh, nice run, Dave Taylor. Dave Taylor might go. He's at midfield. Dave Taylor, first play of the ball game. Molina cannot touch him.
Touchdown, Alleman.
Taylor, touchdown, Alleman. 72-yard touchdown run by Dave Taylor. The opening play of the ball game, and Alleman leads 6-0.
What a start for the Pioneers, huh,
Simple,
Jim?
really. You talk about a simple play, but it's a simple off-tackle, I-formation, isolation play. Taylor popped it and made a great cut to the outside. Outran Molina to the end zone. Going for 2. Wishbone this time by the Pioneers. Up, Healy with the ball, but nowhere to run, and the score is going to stay at 6-0 with 11 minutes, 32 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Conrad Canary come up with a big stick on that play and hitting him in the backfield, and there was no extra point.
Well, you know, Alleman came right out real quick with that extra point play, no hesitation, and I thought maybe they would catch Moline kind of off guard, but Moline reacted well to that. Wow. How about that?
Well, that was a nothing special play. I mean, it was just an option.
Well,
normal.
you know, yeah, the key is you know, when you get that big, strong offensive line, Taylor made it through clean, one cut to the outside, man.
Made the right move,
and showed the great speed. And I'll tell you what, Dave Taylor, over the last 2 years that we followed Alleman football, always comes up with the big play and the big game. And I was going to say, I wish I had said that in the pregame, because I tell you what, it happens all the time. Well, Alleman kicks off. Diulio will be doing the kicking off for Alleman.
Who we got back for Moline?
Well, I'll tell you, when they stand at this angle, it's very difficult to tell. We're just going to have to wait, but we're ready to go. Squib kick again. Roller. Oh, nice block and a nice tackle. 85, Jeff Lawrence took a big hit and reacted right into the ball carrier.
So it's 1st and 10 Moline on their first possession.
Who was that? 20 brought that ball back, Brian?
23.
Okay.
23. Aaron Best.
Okay. Best has done a good job for them. Well, here comes Moline, first possession.
Pretty well jammed up in there.
Well, that time Moline came out in the wishbone, went second man through after a fake to Wallert, and ended up with Andy Malcolm on the first carry. Boy, I tell you, you're right. The whole defensive unit that time, I think, for Alleman was there. Oh, Alleman didn't show anything fancy that time defensively either. They're playing a 5-2 defense. Of course, they've got Chris Powell's back at nose guard. He's been gone for a couple weeks here. Pass. Nice route. Oh, a nice catch.
Excellent job. Excellent throw there. Who caught that ball? Did you get his
82.
number? 82. All right.
Dave Sable.
Dave Sable.
Nice catch there from Molina. That was kind of a deep out route that time. Molina had plenty of time on the rollout pass. First down, huh?
Well, that's what Moline needed. There's a little changeup, because that running game right at first didn't go anywhere. This will give them a little confidence. They're moving the ball.
Well, at least make the secondary respect the passing game a little bit. They got to find a way to get away from the great linebackers for Alleman. Little cross
Canary
that time.
coming up. Gets about 6-7 yards. Nice run there by Canary.
Chris Edwards, number 90 on the tackle that time. That
He's
time
running behind Terry Hansen, number 64.
All right. Well, Terry played a couple weeks ago when we had them. He filled in and did a nice job. So we'll see. Wishbone again, 2 tight ends by Moline. Little cross-buck action to Malcolm that
Like
time.
first down or awful
Real close. Officials are hustling in there. Looks like near the 40.
Like that front line across there, we got Piper at center. We got Chris Burns at 77 at one tackle, Michael 65 at another tackle, Terry Hansen 64, and Matt Moyer 56 for that offensive line of the
Pretty
Maroons.
solid group, isn't it?
Yeah. The one that's missed and that was not dressed on the sidelines was Steve Shelton, 68.
Because he had a kind of a leg or ankle problem there, but he's not dressed out. Molina going to follow
Moline
through.
keeps it. Gets about 3.
That's a pretty good looking play. I tell you, look at that. It looks like about almost. Well, he fell forward, but he got about a 4-yard gain. That's a good looking play there. They went to the second man through out of the wishbone belly series, and Molina just followed the second runner right on through.
Moline likes to do that. They know that Moline is a real good runner, and they like to give him an opportunity to get his hands on that ball.
Yeah, he's going to either throw it or carry it a bunch tonight, I think. Both linebackers coming for Alleman. Though they got there. Oh, look out! Oh, Dave Taylor with a chance to pick that off that time.
That's why he didn't catch it.
That was a full-out blitz that time. They brought both linebackers, and they brought Bill Healy off the corner that time. My gracious.
St. Molina was just trying to get rid of it and throw it away.
Well, he's trying to find some green grass, and he almost found a green uniform that time. People get excited in the booth. They bang their head against the walls here in the press.
Yeah, they get a little excited up here on this Alleman side.
Boy, there was an all-out blitz. Unbelievable that time. Alleman took a chance, got there, sets up a 3rd down and about 6. The ball at the 35, Alleman 35-yard line. Oh, nowhere to run. Healy and Chris Edwards there for Alleman.
Matt Seamers with that carry.
Seamans. Matt Seamans.
As Moline's showing a lot of running backs again this week.
Yep. Well, looks like Moline is going to be forced to punt that ball away, Brian. So Alleman's going to get this thing back. A nice punt here, though, is going to change the field position thing here just a little bit. Watch the fake. So it could happen. Again, Alleman holds them up. Healy back inside the 10, lets the ball roll. Good decision. And the ball rolls dead at the 6-yard line.
40, Tom Wallert was the punter there for Moline. Did an excellent job that time. Pinned him real deep, so it's Alleman's ball. We'll see what they can do. See if that one play was a fluke or if they're just going to keep running that ball.
Coach, have you got several plays planned, or are you going to go back to the same play that they couldn't stop for 72
I might consider running that again real quick.
But we'll see. As Alleman takes over, 7 minutes 58 seconds to go and counting in the first quarter. Alleman leads 6-0. They've got the ball on their own 6-yard line.
Get him over. Either that or till his arm falls off and throwing him.
I formation, wide receiver, wide side of the field, quarterback sneak.
Not a whole lot that time.
We're going to get first down. He puts us in.
Got Dave Koenig over here at the defensive end for Moline, right next to that freshman, 79 Davies.
Okay, we'll have to keep an eye on that. Alleman goes to split backs, 2 tight ends, straight dive, not much yardage that time. Krager on the carry that time. Again, a short gain sets up a 3rd and long. Brian, the field conditions and the weather conditions are excellent here tonight. The field's in perfect shape.
Oh, it couldn't be better. It's football weather.
Football weather. Temperature's good. Probably in the, mid-50s right now, maybe 60 degrees. Strong wind.
Number 63 and a nose guard right there now, Scott Manick.
Fullback trap. Krieger inside, out to about the Oh, golly, 14-yard line looks like, and it's going to be short, and Alleman's going to be forced to punt.
Tackled by Kyle Piper that time. He did an excellent job keeping his spot right there, so it looks like Alleman will be forced to kick.
Well, it's a situation there where 3 and out, that's the best you could hope for when you come in.
Yep. So Moline settled down, played a good stand on defense that time.
Okay, back to kick. DiUlio on the kick. Decent kick coming down to about the 45. Takes a Moline bounce. And his first touch at about the 41-yard line. Well, Brian, I'll tell you, a situation here.
81 is really polite.
Okay.
Instead of 62.
Okay. Okay, for Moline, we've got a number change here. Aaron Blythe, who's usually number 62, is number 81 right now, and he's in the ball. He was playing there as a defensive tackle for the Maroons in that first series. Moline with the ball, shifts to 2 wings, double wing, motion.
Oh. And for the easy 5 yards that time, and they got her.
Yep. Well, you know, you send that guy in motion, I'll tell you what, you know Alleman's going to be aggressive on
Get a
defense.
little nervous
If you can
about
hang
that
in there a
time.
little bit, you might be able to get them offside a time or two because they're aggressive, and that's what you want in a big ball game like this. You're saying there that we had Moline had a freshman playing defensive tackle that time?
Yep.
Wow.
Number 79, Chris Davies, and he's a pretty good sized boy. He's 6'1", 245.
Okay. Well, that's neat.
Must be pretty good to break into the lineup this time of year.
5-2 defense by the Pioneers. Double wing, same motion. Off tackle. Nice hard run inside that time. Out near the 30-yard line.
Canary, excellent job.
Oh, that was a good hard run, wasn't it?
That looked like 24 to me.
I
not
think so,
44.
too.
That's Aaron Arms.
Arms had some big runs for them
Yeah.
during the course of the year. I think Canary was in motion. I think he was the wingback in motion.
Well, Moline
that time.
just keeps you jumping all the time
Well, you
because
gotta be
those backs
sharp.
are coming in now. They're
Luckily,
running-
we're sharp.
They're using a lot of running
We're
backs.
gonna be on that all the time. Well, it's a second down and about a yard now. Second a yard, double wing.
It is.
Quarterback trap
Keeper.
inside. Inside to 30, down to about
He's got the first down.
yard line. Well, you're right, Brian. That's enough for the first down for Moline at the 28-yard line.
That's a good time for that play right there. I don't think you'd be expecting Alleman to run that little delay right there, that little trap with the quarterback, and that could have went big time.
Well, Molina has run that play effectively all year and usually gains a lot more than that. So
Yeah.
if you can hold him to a 1 or 2 yard gain on that particular play, that's one of they hope to break for a long run. But it is first down. The ball's at the 28-yard line.
Split backs.
Going to double wing. Quarterback keeper.
Molina again. Nice gain. Gets about 7 yards down to the 21-yard line.
Well, again, it's a good play, and you can take advantage a little bit of the aggressive linebacker play by the Pioneers because they're going to jump that fullback, and then they sure did that time.
Moline's getting those big first downs of 5, 6, 7 yards.
Well,
in the first down.
the last series they had the offside, which set up a 1st and 5, and then they pick it up in 2 plays. Here they gain 8 yards on first down. The ball's down to the 21-yard line now. Moline's on the move with 3 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the first quarter. Alleman leading 6-0. Second man, Malcolm. Nice run again inside, and looks like another first down.
Seeing a nice block that time by Kyle Piper, the center there. Moline just did an excellent job on Alleman's nose guard.
One thing you pick up, too, is that as aggressive as Alleman is defensively, the backfield actions for Moline has changed dramatically. They're very quick. They're not taking time to ride anybody because I just don't think they've got time to do that. I mean, Alleman's going to be there. So
Yeah,
you're
they
gonna
know
have
they're
to-
not going to sustain their
Nope.
blocks.
Nope,
No
they're not.
deep set stuff. They're hitting it
Nope.
quick openers.
50 defense again, nothing fancy. Moline's in a 2 tight end wishbone pass. Trouble. Man, oh man. Star Ross Martin that time.
Moline made a good choice there, though, just to eat the ball, not to try to make something out of nothing there.
Right. Matt Prine, number 77, was there. That play was in trouble to begin with because there was a bad fake exchange there between the quarterback and the fullback. And once the timing was off, that's what we just mentioned a minute ago. That has to be perfect because you got to get back, get set, and throw it because you're not going to be able to block Alleman's front five plus the linebackers, and they're bringing linebackers about every down.
We'll see if they're coming with the blitz again.
Focus on 23 and 53 this time and see what you can do. Reading that time. Pitch. Oh, ran the ball. Well, Dave Taylor got there in a real big hurry. Corey Krieger, number 23, instead of blitzing, was on the run and forced him out of bounds around the 20.
Fourth down and about 14. Or third down and 14. I lost it down there somewhere. Did I step out?
No, you were here.
Oh, okay.
You've been here?
Well, tell me if I step out.
No,
for a
I
play.
think you've been here from the start. We struggled with the starting lineups just a little bit there, but once we got past that, we're on a little bit of a roll now.
Introducing the offense to the defense is my problem.
Here we go. Uh-oh. Here's the double wing again. Motion. Watch for a little flood pattern out here. Oh, bootleg. No room to throw. Ball is tipped. Great job that time. 78 got there. Mike DeBoer to knock that ball down. Fourth down at 14.
Well, it looked like Moline was going to get time to throw that ball, but he took just an extra couple minutes or seconds there to look at it.
Well, and you know, having followed Moline and seen him 2 or 3 times, everything is just they're speeding everything up. And if you do that, one, it gives you a little more time, but two, you're not fooling anybody. I mean, right now,
and it's
that was
kind of out of your rhythm, out of the way you're used to.
Out of sync, out of rhythm. Now we're seeing Moline go to a 2 wide out formation.
We're going straight back deep.
Fourth, 14, slant. Oh, look, good pattern. Incomplete. Oh, that was a good-looking throw. The ball was right on target. Andy Malcolm almost made a great catch, but
First and 10, Alleman.
Alleman holds and takes over on their own 20-yard line, 21-yard line. That was a huge play. I tell you, Alleman shifted out with the 2 wide outs and got hands on Malcolm, and that just fouled up the timing just enough, I think, to create a little bit of a problem. But still, a catchable ball, been a tough catch.
Yeah.
But
It was a little high, maybe.
Caught it at 6 points.
Yeah, oh yeah.
If you catch it at 6 points. Well, last time Moline made a good adjustment defensively, and Moline is in they're playing a 6-2 defense. Sweep. Here comes Healy.
This day.
Cuts back. A nice play by Moline. Got the ball out to
Canary in there on that tackle. Did an excellent job, a linebacker there.
Well, 79 was there too. Is that the big freshman kid?
Chris Davis.
Yep. Did a nice job. Ran to the ball well on that quick pitch. They turned it back inside. Well, Moline on that first down play jumped into a 6-2 defense, committing 8 people to the run. Looks like this time they're back with, could be 6 again.
Got a white out for Alleman.
Oh, off tackle. Look out. Oh, nice run that time by number 36, and that's Mike Berry. First down, Alleman out to about the 35-yard line.
So Alleman's showing some more running backs too tonight.
Well, Berry had several carries last week against and did a nice job.
Yes, he
Popped
did.
through there very, very well.
They had several ball carriers that looked good in that game last week.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly right. Matt Brandy running plays in, using Brandy in there quite a bit. Jeff Lawrence at this other end. Hand off. Healy coming out of his tailback spot. Nowhere to run that time.
Number 88 that
That's
time.
Right.
Dave Koenig, defensive end, played off the blocks and hung right in there and give up, what, about a yard?
Yeah, well,
nice job.
No more than a yard. That's a big play. 2 plays in a row now. Alleman's run the ball to the short side of the field.
Well, they're running the ball at the freshman and at Chris Koenig there, and they're holding their own. They're just fine.
Well, Seth Taranis, number 86 in the ball game, running plays in for Coach Just and his coaching staff. We got a tight wing. Lawrence in motion. Oh, that was going to be a nice looking play, I think.
Yes.
80, Ryan Wood popped right out there. I think he was going to be open on a little quick look in there. We got a dead ball, false start. Legal procedure. That'll move that ball back, and it'll make 2nd and 14. It's one of the things Alleman, the games we've had them, have been, have not been penalized very much at all.
That's true.
Not very much at all. Matter of fact, Alleman has only had 27 penalties for 175 yards. And nearest team to them is Rock Island, had 237 yards in penalties. So Lawrence in motion again. Off fake swing. Delio on the run.
I think he wanted to throw that ball to him, Jim.
Boy, it did look like that,
he
didn't
was
it?
well covered there by Tom Waylard, who went straight across and took the pitch man.
Yeah.
And he kind of made a wise decision there not to throw that ball.
Real good job. Well, Brian, we just worked ourselves right now to the end of the first quarter, and we're going to take a quick break here with the score. The Alleman Pioneers 6 and the Maroons from Moline 0.
Calling all kids, Nickelodeon's Mega Messamania Live Tour presented by Fruit Roll-Ups is coming to your town. It's a whole new slime game.
We're choosing teams, and everyone gets to play.
Help me control the slime.
It's Nickelodeon's biggest tour ever!
$3 off with 2 proofs of purchase from Fruit Roll-Ups.
One show Friday, October 27th at 7:30 at the Mark of the Quad Cities in Moline. Tickets at the box office, Ticketmaster, or charge at 319-326-1111.
Come out and play!
Diane DeBoard would love to help you plan your next party. She specializes in ethnic hors d'oeuvres and a large variety of unique cuisine. From the simplest to the most elegant affairs, call Diane DeBoard Catering.
Calling all kids, Nickelodeon's Mega Messamania Live Tour presented by Fruit Roll-Ups is coming to your town. It's a whole new slime game. Win a private behind-the-scenes tour and meet your favorite Mega Messamaniac.
Register to win at any Quad Cities Wendy's locations.
One show Friday, October 27th at 7:30 at the Mark of the Quad Cities in Moline. Tickets at the box office, Ticketmaster, or charge at 319-326-1111.
$3 off with 2 proofs of purchase from Fruit Roll-Ups.
Come out and play!
Oh, here we go.
So 1 a year.
Well, let's see. Well, I'll tell you what, good faking that time inside. Krieger on the carry got that ball out to about the 35, almost the 36-yard line, but it's going to set up a 4th down and 9. And Alleman's going to have to punt that ball away again.
Tom Waylard on that tackle. It's probably Wallert.
Yes, it is.
Wallert.
You're exactly right on that one.
Apologize to the parents whenever we mispronounce all these names.
Well, punt formation. Delio back to kick.
We got back there this time. Aaron Best.
Oh, another good kick. That ball's going to roll. Nice roll this time. Alleman bounce inside the 20-yard line.
Josh Lofgren was back there also for Alleman on that play.
First touching was out around the 23-yard line, so it'll be Moline ball, first down on their own 23. Well, what do you think so far, Brian?
I think the teams are doing a lot better than I am tonight.
Did you take a nap after work?
I'm having a heck of a time here.
I get this feeling, you know, Don DeLue and I refereed basketball for years. I'm getting the same kind of feeling I had when I was with him sometimes.
Is that right?
Yeah, like, am I out here all by myself?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Pretty heavy, just like
Kinda like
Don's
when,
daughter, by the way, Katie, was just down there with all the cheerleaders, the Alleman cheerleaders. Katie is a wonderful cheerleader. Coach Schulte up here says she's doing a perfect job.
Moline on the keeper, and then they stopped him right there.
Good job. And I'm talking to you. Guess what? I haven't got a clue who made the tackle.
53, Ross Martin.
Take a guess. Ross Martin.
good guess.
Okay. We're getting help here. This is the only place we go, by the way, where we have our own booth.
That's right.
Right here. And
You
about
gotta
21 spotters up here.
You got to be careful up here. I think it's the added pressure that's bothering me. I'm not sure.
This is the biggest game we've ever done, by the way.
Yes.
Not to put any pressure on you.
Yes.
Moline shifts to double wing.
Uh-oh. They're praying on this side.
Inside counter. Oh,
nice looking
cut.
play.
Nice cut and
Canary
first
with
down.
the ball gets a first down. It's about a 10-yard run there, an excellent inside counter for Moline.
Well, that was an excellent play. And they give you that look, you know, with the man in motion, and they have a chance to...
Moline taking advantage of the quick reaction of Alleman that time, get them going one way and bring them back.
If you can keep Alleman out of your backfield, that's the only problem with a slow developing counterplay like that. You're liable to have somebody from the green shirts back there to take the handoff, but it's...
Josh Lofgren coming in, number 30 at running back for Moline.
By committee, they're doing it this year with those running backs. Wing, tight wing, option. Molina with the ball.
Keeps the ball.
Oh, nice tackle off tackle out there too.
No doubt about it. Alleman's keying on Molina, of course, and doing an excellent job so far. But he's only got to break one of them.
Well, to get him right back in the ball,
yes,
that's for sure.
And he's very capable of doing that. So we're looking at 2nd and 9.
Fans, if they want to enjoy good football, and they've got a great camera angle on it right now, take a good look at that offensive and defensive line play. You know, we've talked a lot about linebacker play for Alleman, and I think if I had to vote, I would vote their linebackers to get both all conference as far as this league is concerned. But the front 5 for Moline or for Alleman, and Alleman's now in a 6-man front here, going to 6. Oh, Molina again.
With the keeper again.
Oh, right there. Looks
Gets
like
another couple yards.
Ross Martin, number 53, was there, and I tell you, Ross made a tackle that saved a big play there.
He didn't hang on that leg right there. She would have went. So we're looking at 3rd and 6.
Both teams now have given us a look at a 6-2 defense, and that's a pretty darn solid defense against a team that likes to run the ball most of the time. But boy, does that put pressure on the secondary. Right now, at least, both teams are running pretty much with 2 tight ends, not spreading the field very much.
Well, the 6-man front with 2 good inside linebackers like that leaves them free to roam and fill those holes pretty good.
Back to a 50 again for Alleman. All sweep coming this way. Alleman running the ball. Dave Taylor ran to that ball beautifully. 77. Matt Prine ran to that ball real well.
And that was
Corey
25 for Moline. You got him?
25
John?
from Moline.
Yeah.
Well, let me just try him here. Kukkonen. John Kukkonen.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yep, and it sets up a 4th down. It's a 4th down and about 6. The ball resting at the Moline 38-yard line.
Waller back to kick for Moline.
Little delay, low snap. Oh,
he
nice
handles
play
it well,
back
though.
there. And
Nice
a beautiful kick. Dave Taylor waiting at 25, back to the 22. Walleman's got the wall set up. Dave Taylor, a nice play outside.
Great tackle over there.
Wow.
Kyle Piper, defensive and offensive lineman, just did a fantastic job in open field on Taylor.
I'll tell you, Alleman set up almost a clinic return that time, coming back to set that wall up. I think the thing that fouled it up, of course, was that Taylor had to go a long way to get across the field. That ball was inside the hash over here. So, well, here we go, 7 minutes,
Piper
20
played
seconds.
It smart. He was going to turn him into the rest of the play.
He did a real nice job. Alleman goes with 1 wide out, option play, DiUlio, the pitch. Oh, nice. Oh, Taylor's going back the other way. Man.
Hung in there for quite a while.
He stayed alive, but I'll tell you, the white shirts were running to that football that time, and for no gain, though. Got back to the line of scrimmage, Dave Taylor.
That was Piper again on that tackle. Several Moline men missed him there. He made quite a few guys miss.
Well, again, though, when you run option and you pitch the ball, you're wanting to get outside. And both teams are doing a nice job at turning those wide plays back into the help. 6-man front, 6-2 again by Moline. Off tackle play, Dave Taylor, nowhere to run. Just barely back to the line of scrimmage again, back to the 30-yard line.
Well, you take away the first play of this ball game, and we got a dead even ball game here.
For sure. But, you know, we've talked a lot about championship caliber ball games. They come down to maybe 3 or 4 big plays.
Yep.
You want to keep track of 3 or 4 plays, but you never know when they're going to happen. This game, one of the big plays happened on the first play.
The very first play.
That's right. So we'll keep track. There's been one real big play so far, and it went Alleman's way on great execution for 6 points.
And for pass there.
Oh, nice little, oh, look out!
Malcolm.
Nice cut by Malcolm to the 15-yard line. Nice tackle.
Great tackle there by 90.
Chris Edwards. Nice tackle, but my, oh my.
Sets Moline up.
Now there's the second big
There's the
play.
second
in this
big play.
We've
Yes,
now
it
had
is.
two, and one has gone each way, and Moline will take over at the Alleman 15-yard line. You never know when they're going to happen. This game, one of the big plays happened on the first play.
The very first play.
That's right. So we'll keep track. There's been one real big play so far, and it went Alleman's way on great execution for 6 points.
And for pass there.
Oh, nice little. Oh, look out!
Malcolm.
Nice cut by Malcolm to the 15-yard line. Nice tackle.
Great tackle there by 90.
Chris Edwards. Nice tackle, but my, oh my.
Sets Moline up.
Now there's the second big
There's the
play. in this
second
ball
big
game.
play.
We've
Yes,
now
it
had
is.
two, and one has gone each way, and Moline will take over at the Alleman 15-yard line after about a 35-yard interception return.
We'll find out if Moline can do something with this break.
And we're going to see here what's going to happen. We're going to take Malcolm out of the ball game for just a second.
Bringing in Lofgren back in, 30.
We'll see here. First down, ball's on the 15-yard line. Let's check Alleman's defense to start with. They're in a 5-2 defense. Their standard 50 defense. Double wing by Moline. Off tackle play.
Arms with the carry. Picks up about 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, he got down pretty close to the 10-yard line, 11-yard line. That's closer to 4 yards, and that didn't look like that.
Didn't look like it was that much,
That
did it?
offensive line from Moline must be coming off the ball, because that didn't. That was a 2-3 yard gain from up here, and it's almost 5.
Yeah, we're looking at second, about 5.5 yards.
That's right. And the ball is just outside the Alleman 10-yard line with 4 minutes, 58 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Got Malcolm and Lofgren back there.
Double wing. Shifting defense this time. Quarterback keeper. Molina inside the 10, almost the 5-yard line.
Gets another about 4 yards on that. We're looking at third and about a yard. Good long yard, maybe.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, the teams that have shown us what they've shown us all year. Nothing real fancy yet, nothing tricky. But right now, taking advantage of the interception, Moline is threatening. 3rd down and 1. The ball is at the 6-yard line.
Double wing again.
Shifting from the wishbone to double wing. Motion. Molina.
Molina again, and I believe he's got the first down.
Well, Brian, one thing about it, I'm sure he did get the first down. You see Molina on that play. It's not going to be much of a game because he turned up in there. They were ready for it, but he got himself headed to the goal line. He knew he had to get across that 5-yard line, and he did. The ball looks like now about the 3-yard line, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like 1st and 10 on the 3 for the Maroons.
Now, is it 1st and 10 on the 3 or is it 1st and 3?
3 on the 10. I don't know.
Earth to Brian. Earth to Brian. Wishbone shifts to double wing. Canary is in the backfield there and in motion. Quarterback
Again, Molina keeps
3.
the ball.
He's in for a touchdown. Ran right over a tackler that time. Walked himself right in. I'll tell you what.
He just virtually kept the ball in Molina's hands that whole series.
And I'll tell you, to score in that situation, Ross Martin, who I think probably is the best linebacker in the conference, ran right through the tackle there and ended up in the end zone. And the score now, with 3 minutes 44 seconds to go, is in the second quarter, is 6-6.
Tom Waller attempt the extra point here, and Moline's got a chance to take the lead.
And a good hold to kick us up.
And it's good.
It's good.
And it's 7-6, Moline.
Well, let's take a break.
3:44 to go in the second half, or first half.
Sponsors an opportunity to go with Moline's kickoff. We're just informed that that was a touchdown that Alleman's given up in the last 12 quarters.
Is that right?
12 quarters. We knew well, I knew in the statistics we got prior to the ball game, they'd only given up 7 points total in the Western Big Six games in the first quarter. Swift kick again. Krieger on the return that time, around the 36-yard line looks like. So good field position for Alleman as they take over here with 3:39
Adam Rowe on the tackle there for Moline.
in the second quarter. And for the first time tonight, Alleman trails Moline 7-6.
So you're exactly right. 2 big plays have determined the outcome of this ball game so far, as we're looking at a very close ball
It's
game.
going to be about 3 more. And whoever makes the majority of the big plays, ball's on the ground.
There's another one, possibly.
I'll tell you what, they're in there in a hurry. There are a lot of white shirts close. Moline thinks they've got it. The officials haven't told us a thing yet. And there they have big 76
Piper.
up with that football.
Tell you, Cal, a lot to do with this.
He really has. Man alive. Here, look from Alleman, Delio, as he broke away from the off play, handled the ball. Green was there and takes over at the 37-yard line. Alleman 37. First down.
Piper, a nice-looking athlete.
Yes, he is. There's 3 big plays. There's only 2 left, and we got a lot of football to go. Holy cow. Wing to the offensive right.
Aaron Best
That time.
picks up about 2. Be 2nd and 8 for the Maroons.
That time, Mike Berry, 36, ran to that ball real well. He comes out. He was in that time subbing for Ross Martin, who was out with might have had a chin strap problem or something like that. But, you wonder if the player or the system or both, because Berry's in for one play and makes a great play from that same linebacker spot. So, 2nd down and about 8. The ball's at the Alleman 35-yard line. 50 defense. Oh, the fullback's through.
There goes Arch, and he's going to go. Touchdown, Moline. Excellent play there.
35-yard inside dive. And I'll tell you what great faking, because I
Oh, goodness sakes. Well, and that's what he had been doing, and
That's right.
Arms showed the reason why he's getting some running time in there. He's got good speed when he got through that front line.
Well, he showed that a couple other games we've had them. When you give him a step, and he's going to outrun everybody, and he went all the way, and with 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go, the crowd on this side is real quiet. That kick may not be good. It's wide.
We're looking at a 13-6 ball game with 2:17 to go in the 2nd quarter.
Right on.
Yes.
It's his first miss. Big 6.
So big plays of the story here. We haven't seen a long drive yet.
No.
Just big plays.
That's exactly right.
Seen some long runs.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Waller's first miss in the Western Big 6.
Is that right?
As far as extra points are concerned. Part of that problem is a real high snap. And very difficult to get that ball on the tee, and he was headed for the ball before the ball was anywhere near the tee. So, we've talked about this special team play a lot, and you get a good extra point or field goal kicker, there's 4 parts, and all of them have to work.
And they always blame it all on the kicker.
Right. Well, you got to protect him. You got to protect him. You got to snap it. You got to hold it, and you got to kick it. And if any of those go crazy, it's not going to be good.
And if you take a kicker that stands back there and waits until it's sitting there,
you get him blocked.
Well, he's not going to get it off. So.
Well, Moline set the kick off. We're back here again. Man.
Moline's
2 big turnovers by the Alleman Pioneers.
Body language looks a little different on the Maroon side right now.
Well,
they're up now.
But I'll tell you, the Pioneer fans on this side are standing. The Moline fans on their side are standing, encouraging their teams. This is the championship game. Barry, the ball hits off of his foot. Yeah, Alleman makes a really smart play down about the 21-yard line to get on that ball. Healy falls on that ball at the 21.
And 32, Nick Massa was right there to guard him in case he tried to run to that ball, but he took it down. So we'll see what Alleman can do now.
Well, it's time for the Pioneers to answer back. 2:11 to go. 2 tight ends and a wide receiver to the wide side of the field. Krager up inside. Short gain. Probably a trap inside.
Looks like a little inside trap there.
Yep.
He got about 2.
Well, that offensive line in there, again, has been a good line all year long, and they're going to have to start coming off that ball. Right now, the white shirts might be winning that neutral zone just a little bit. Seth Toronto's coming back in again with a play. 2nd down and about 8. We're inside 2 minutes. Matter of fact, we're inside 1:30 to go in the first half.
Number 81, Aaron Blythe, was in on that tackle for Moline.
Okay. Fullback again inside. Krager with the ball.
Canary and Piper that double up on him. So we're looking at 3rd and what?
3rd about 5. 3rd and about 5. And I'll tell you what, now, if Moline can hold now a timeout, and they'll get the ball back again with you know, 45 seconds to go in the ball game. So
Possibility of, well, you got to make them punt and see
bet.
possibility of another break or
well,
something.
the way the wind's blowing right now, when we started here tonight, it was kind of a crosswind, but it looks like the wind is in Moline's favor right now.
Oh, that should be moving.
Okay, quarterback keeper.
Excellent job there. Canary.
Moline looking for a timeout.
Moline's defense shifted just before that ball was snapped to the way the ball was going. They were keying off of something there.
Well, Moline looks like they're going to use a timeout now with about 32 seconds, 31 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go in the half. Moline calls timeout, and it's going to be 4th and about 3. Brian, you look at a situation like that, though, when the tackle was made, there was about 40,
Took them a long time to get that
45,
time
46
out, didn't it?
seconds to go. I'm not quite sure that, you know, and here, mixed emotions on something like that. You know, you've got the lead, going in with the lead at halftime. If you force them to punt and then all of a sudden you mishandle the punt, then it's a bad decision. So, Coach used a timeout with 30 seconds to go, and we'll see what happens. We'll be back in just a minute.
Leo would do the kicking. We got Molina back and Malcolm back.
No pressure by Moline.
Oh, and it shanked it off to the side, and it's going out of bounds about the 47-yard line.
Well, that's going to be a decent field position now with 25 seconds to go, Brian. What are you going to do? You're going to go up top? You're going to try
Well, I think if you got a play that you like, you're gonna take a shot at it here.
Yeah,
Right? If it's a pass, that's fine. If it's not, if you think it's a running play, why?
Right. Well, Alleman's going to drop off some people now and get a good look. We're looking at, it might be, I was going to say Alleman was short a guy coming out now with the extra defender. They're going to play a 4-4, kind of a prevent type defense. We'll see what happens here. Motion.
Arm straight ahead.
Tried to get that fullback up underneath that time, and it didn't.
See if they take another timeout.
Yeah, right now, I think in this far away,
They're just going to let her run down, I think.
I think Moline's going to be satisfied with a 13-6 lead, but no.
Boy, for calling timeouts, we're spending a lot of seconds in between, aren't we?
Well, here again, you know, you look at situational things, and maybe with only 8 seconds to go, now we figure we can try just about anything we want, and even if it turns out to be bad, you know, we're still
possible.
the game. The half's going to be over, and nothing happened. But it's been been an exciting first half.
Oh, this has been a great first half. Outstanding football being played out there.
Let's take a quick break here. When we get back, we'll take these last 8 seconds, take us to halftime. So we're back in a minute. Okay, we're back, Brian. We're having all kinds of trouble here. Let's sit real close here.
I don't think he's going to throw the ball. I think I look for Molina to keep the ball.
Well, there you go.
See, shows you what I know.
Malcolm running deep. Nice throw.
And they can do it again.
With 3 seconds. 3 seconds to go.
to 6 with 3 seconds to go just before halftime here, and Moline's got one last desperation play.
Then your burner's down when you're going to do that. Don't have the guys that run like us.
So here goes Moline. Will he throw it again? Looks like he will. Moline is going to run the ball.
Moline on a nice run. Oh, I think that ball touched the ground, didn't it?
I believe it did.
Well, that's the end of the first.
13-6, Moline, an excellent ball game, and now we get to see the kind of adjustments that each team's going to make, and we know how both of these teams come out in the second half. They're pretty determined groups.
Well, I think so. I think that we'll be back after we take a timeout here, but what an exciting half of football, and it's a championship kind of game we thought. So we'll be back in just a few minutes.
Calling all kids, Nickelodeon's Mega Messamania Live Tour presented by Fruit Roll-Ups is coming to your town. It's a whole new slime game. Win a private behind-the-scenes tour and meet your favorite Mega Messamaniac.
Register to win at Quad City Phone Service in Davenport.
One show Friday, October 27th at 7:30 at the Mark of the Quad Cities in Moline. Tickets at the box office, Ticketmaster, or charge at 319-326-1111.
$3 off with 2 proofs of purchase from Fruit Roll-Ups.
Come out and play!
simple acronym for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. It's a drug prevention program that not only focuses on the negative aspects of drugs, but also on the positive side of life.
DARE helps teach young people how to resist peer pressure to take drugs and to resist the pressure to join gangs.
Community schools with their local police department offer the 17-week DARE program.
Dare to make a difference.
Calling all kids, Nickelodeon's Mega Mesamania Live Tour presented by Fruit Roll-Ups is coming to your town. It's a whole new slime game. Win a private behind-the-scenes tour and meet your favorite Mega Mesamaniac.
Register to win at Skateland in East Moline.
One show Friday, October 27th at 7:30 at the Mark of the Quad Cities in Moline. Tickets at the box office, Ticketmaster, or charged at 319-326-1111.
$3 off with 2 proofs of purchase from Fruit Roll-Ups.
Come out and play!
DARE is an acronym for Drug Abuse Resistance Education. It is a drug prevention program that not only focuses on the negative aspects of drugs, but the positive side of life.
DARE teaches young people how to resist peer pressure to take drugs and to resist the pressure to join gangs.
Community schools with their local police or sheriff's department offer a 17-week DARE program to teach kids to say no to drugs and gangs. DARE to make a difference.
Diane DeBoard would love to help you plan your next party. She specializes in ethnic hors d'oeuvres and a large variety of unique cuisine. From the simplest to the most elegant affairs, call Diane DeBoard Catering.
Captains are coming out here getting ready for the second half. We'll find out who's going to get the ball and which end they're going to defend. Any stats?
Oh, I got a few stats here, yes. Kind of like we talked about a little bit earlier, Alleman's got 2 first downs in the first half. And Taylor had 73 yards rushing, obviously, on 3 carries. I think 72 of them came on one carry. 15 rushes for 108 yards. Moline has 9 first downs. Arms with 41, the long run obviously there too. They've had 23 carries for 113 yards. So and 16 yards passing. One of the big statistics, of course, Alleman is 0 for 1 in the passing department, and that pass was intercepted. And so, consequently, 2 turnovers and only 2 first downs for Alleman in the first half. Good news for Alleman fans, they only trailed 13-6, which is the exact same score they trailed UT here about 2 weeks ago.
And we know how Alleman's been in the second half most of the year. They come out, and they're really prepared in the second half. They make good adjustments. So look for a real good ball game here in the second half. It's like we're about to get underway. Alleman will be kicking off. DeJulio will be doing the kicking. And we're waiting for the Moline team to take the field, and we're ready to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, you get down to this kind of a ball game. You're into the second half. You mentioned it going into break there at halftime. You've got a situation where both teams now have had to make some adjustments. Both defenses have been pretty good. Moline's defense, I think, has been, other than one play, has been better. Moline's moved the ball consistently. Alleman has not. Let's see what adjustments we make. We're ready to go. Second half, Western Big Six Championship ball game. Moline leads 13-6. DeJulio to kick off.
You got Arms back there deep, but oh, nice run back. Gets it to about the 30-yard line. Did you see who got that?
20 was the carrier.
All right. Rob Malcolm.
Okay.
Okay, so first and 10 Moliners were ready to go, and also the announcers had to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, we apologize for the first half audio, if we were cutting in and out, it was Brian's fault.
Yeah.
Since my microphone wasn't working.
Doing my Mel Tellison. No, that's not true at all.
You weren't. Quarterback keeper Molina.
Oh, nice surge.
I think one thing we're going to see is this, as we go right along, is a situational thing where Molina is going to carry the ball a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, I think Coach McGuire is going to want that ball in the hands of Molina all he can get.
Well, Here comes Moline again, going to a double wing. Quarterback keeper again. Inside play, Molina near the first down.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be a little bit short. Be third down and about a yard.
I'll tell you, the officials are going to stop and take a look at this, which is good. A big game like this, you don't want to miss that thing too much. It's a lot closer than we thought. We have
marker looks over there anyway.
We have perfect seats, by the way.
Oh,
we are
do.
on
We
the
do.
50-yard line.
We do.
Mhm.
And we're inside. It's fantastic this week. It can't get any better than this.
I know. It's not cold, not
No,
windy.
It's wonderful.
Well, we're right on that
First
one,
and
huh?
10. All right. Moline gets a 1st and 10 to start off the third quarter. Well, they're keeping that ball in the quarterback's hands and running behind Big Cow Piper a lot. And Terry Hansen and Darryl Michael, Matt Moyer, Chris Burns.
Yeah, going with a handoff, power play. Over the right tackle, right in.
He's still going.
30 on the carry that time.
Yep. Josh Lofgren.
Well, that sets up a second down. The ball's at about the 45-yard line, second down.
Moline using about 6 running backs here during this ball game.
One thing we're taking a look at here now, Chris Powell's is coming out. He's missed about the last 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks of play with an injury. And Mark Brandenburg is going in and play nose guard now, so we'll see. Moline is going to go to, or Alleman's going to go that 6-man front and 2 linebackers.
Try to stop that run up the middle. Kekkonen gets the ball, number 25 on the outside. Gets a nice gain, about 6-7 yards on that play before he stuck well by.
Well, Dave Taylor was in on that play. Chris Edwards was in on that play. He's made a couple tackles where he's turned the guy back the other way.
Yeah. Yeah, the third down and about 2. Moline will try to sustain their drive here. Alleman was really packing it in, wasn't
man. They had that a solid 8-man front, both linebackers coming, and the 3 deep were pinched inside. Same thing again. If Moline comes out and throws the ball, if they got time to throw it, look out.
Oh, they jump.
Yep.
Excellent call that time by Moline. Gets the easy first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, a first down's a first down. You don't
right.
necessarily have to run over somebody and take the ball down 5-6 yards down the field. You can get 5 easy like that. Smart play.
I would think a little misdirection and that inside counter again might go with it all stacked up in there.
Well, it's either going to be a great play or a lousy play in a hurry because with that many people inside, you can't block everybody. So if you run by somebody, you're all the way to the secondary, it's a great play. I'm not so sure we're not going to see a steady dose of Molina just carrying that ball. But there's a lot of bodies there. Double wing. Linebackers are coming. Molina with the ball.
And he gets about 5-6 yards on the carry. An excellent fake that time.
But one thing, too, that helps you a little bit on that, your fullback goes up inside, and that adds a blocker. So now you can cover everybody at least to the play side. Now, you may have somebody loose running you down from the backside, but Alleman's quick, but they're not that quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, second down.
Waller's will keep you honest. They've got to tackle him.
No question about that. And they've run 2 or 3 fullbacks in there, too.
Canary in motion.
Pass. Look out. Wide open.
Lofgren,
Nice
play.
play.
Catch, nice pass play. Well executed play. And we got a 1st and 10 clear down to about the 12, 13-yard line there.
Well, Hufford that time made the tackle, but as we mentioned before, in that 6-2 defense, and all 3 DBs are basically inside of the 2 tight ends. So anything in the flat or to the outside has got a good chance of being wide open.
Moline seeing what they're looking at. They're counting the people in the boxes they always talk about. Doing a nice job of mixing up their plays and going to have to make Alleman play honest there, and then their running game's going to look a little better.
I agree with you there. Wishbone again. Power play. Not enough people to block there.
Prager, nice job at linebacker. Come up there. Stuck him right at the line of scrimmage.
Like number 44 that time. Canary, I think, on the carry that time. Well, less than a yard gain that time. Well, that's a hard play. They've got the fullback going one way, and then you kind of run power back the other way. It takes a little while to develop. So what this defense does, it limits a lot what that offense can run. Your play sheet gets real short in a hurry.
Yeah.
But there are some plays that are still going to work. And this, look at here now. Now they've got to walk out of that 6-man front and at least honor that option. Oh, this could be a good play. Taylor running it down.
Best, Aaron Best with the run that time.
Well,
he got about, what did he get, about 4?
Yeah. Well, Taylor was there. Looked like he might have a chance to make that play, and he did make it go wider than they wanted to run. DeUlio that time on the tackle at the boundary.
I think if he'd have chose to turn up a little sooner there and then cut out, he could have went a lot further that time.
Yeah, it's 3rd down and about 5, 3rd and 4 now. The ball is at the 9-yard line, the Alleman 9-yard line. And you're looking at a potential field goal here. If this play comes up short, you got to think about that. Moline has to think about that. Dump pass wide open.
Touchdown. Excellent job. Dump pass to Aaron Blythe.
Man.
It's a big catch and falls in the end zone for another Moline touchdown.
Well, that's why number 62 became an 81, so that he can play end on offense and not because he can play D tackle on defense, huh?
He found out he had some hands.
That's right. Excellent, excellent drive by Moline. The score becomes 19-6 with 7 minutes 43 seconds to go. Moline tries to get to 20. Taylor almost blocks it, and the kick is good.
That's one time, Jim, where it was obvious that Alleman took away from Moline what their strengths was, and Moline was able to adjust and run different type plays that were successful and set up a nice drive there. That's really their first good drive that marched down the field and put her in.
Well, great coaching and great execution by the kids. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a minute.
Talk to him.
Well, we're back now, getting ready for the kickoff here. 7:43 to go in the 3rd quarter. 20-6 in favor of the Moline Maroons.
Got Healy back there and 31. Barnes. Paul Barnes.
Spotters are right on that one. Thank you.
That's why they get the big buck.
That's right. Up.
Edwards gets that ball. Be 1st and 10 on about the 36-yard line. Alleman. We'll see if Alleman can turn this thing around. Now, we know Alleman's a second-half ball club. They usually come out and do a nice job in the second half. So let's get to see what kind of adjustments they made now.
Well, Moline turned it up a notch offensively, I think, although they did move the ball pretty well in the first half. But let's see what Alleman's going to try to do here to answer back, and they got to do something fairly soon here. And they go to a pro set, straight dive, off tackle, look out. Krieger on a run at midfield. Nice tackle in the open field that time.
1st and 10, Alleman.
Todd Anderson, number 10 on that tackle. Outside veer that time by Alleman. Go to split backs, pro formation, outside veer to get off tackle.
Corey got a little running room that time, and he really never got up to full speed as I thought he was going to get there.
Well, he had a lead blocker out in front, and he was making every effort to kind of set that block up, and it just didn't materialize. But 2 wide outs now to the wide side of the field. Outside veer again. Krieger on a good hard run, crossed the 40 to the 39-yard line.
That offensive line began to assert themselves now. Last 2 plays, excellent blocking. Really a big surge off that line by the Alleman offense. Who's across that front again now, Jim?
Well, let's take a look as they come out of the huddle here. We'll get you a look. We got 78 is Mike DeBoard. We can see him here.
We know we got Grau at center.
Grau's at center. We got that one. That's why I always like to put those numbers on the shoulders so I get a little better look at them. 53, of course, is in there. Ross Martin.
62 at guard on the other side.
That's John O'Hearn.
Taylor. A cut back.
Look at this cut. Whoa, inside the 30.
By Taylor, who waited patiently for his block to materialize, then made the perfect cut and gets another 1st down for Alleman, and now they're moving the ball.
Number 50, Andy Koski's in that line, too. I think we've got them pretty well covered now in that offensive line, and Alleman's on the move. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line, 1st and 10.
Joe DeBleck over here on defense for Moline now.
Alleman moved a little bit early. Outside veer. Taylor gets the handoff. Officials stop the play. Illegal motion. There's a penalty that Alleman probably didn't need at this point in time. 1st and 10 down inside the 30-yard line. But the way they've been ripping off the yardage, 1st and 15 is no big deal.
No, but those penalties can be a drive stopper.
Well, that's for sure. in a game like this, a championship game, the team that makes the fewest mistakes has a tendency to come out on top. And right now the penalty chart is in Moline's favor, and the turnover chart is in Moline's favor.
Jim, another new number on the defensive line I think I see in there for Moline is 71, John Lamb.
Well, they're not real big kids up in there, but they're getting off the ball and neutralizing it. That's right. 2 wide outs to the far side of the field, or to the wide side of the field as you look at it. Delio on the keeper. Nice play defensively out there.
Who was it? The same old boy, number 76, has been making some
Piper.
Big plays. Piper, who just gets his ankle there and trips him up.
One thing about that play, too, that as a defensive coach, you don't mind seeing, they had Delio running towards the sideline. Every step he took, he wasn't gaining many yards towards the goal line. He was looking for a place to turn it up, but it didn't materialize.
I'm impressed with Piper's speed in the defensive line. He plays off his block, and he moves across that line real well.
He made a great play on a punt, Alleman punt return a while ago here in the first half, too. Pass. Nice pass in the flat, complete. Out here to number 85, Jeff Lawrence. Inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line.
We're going to be looking at 3rd and about 7, maybe 6.
Well, there's a good play, too. You flood an area and get a receiver wide open. Delio makes a nice throw. Matt Brandy.
Starting to mix it up real well now also.
And Brandy brings the play in. They're going with Brandy and Lawrence, 2 wide receivers to the wide side of the field, split backs. Outside veer, Dave Taylor, and a quarterback keeper that time in a great play by Moline. Molina for Moline.
Not just Moline, Molina.
Molina. Had a great play. Delio on a great fake. Many people, including myself, thought that Taylor still had the ball, but for Moline fans, the good news is Molina didn't think he had the ball.
Now, Coach, you've been in this situation. 4th down, we're looking at 4 yards. If they make the right call and they make it, Coach is going to be real smart.
Now, I'm going to try to draw you offside. That was the first thing I'm going to try to do. Roll pass again. Uh-oh, look out. He's outside the pocket. There's a chance now. Delio on the run. Oh, the ball is incomplete at about the 15, maybe the 10-yard line. Woo, Moline holds and takes possession of that ball at the 21-yard line.
He hit Jeff Lawrence with that ball right in the hands, but Jeff had a guy right on him and wasn't able to hang on to that.
Well, we're seeing, I think my best guess after watching the teams in the conference, the 2 best quarterbacks. Delio that time stayed alive, did the best he could for his team, got the ball delivered, and it just didn't work out. But Moline gets the ball back, and Alleman's going to have to play defense here with 3:51 to go in the 3rd quarter.
20-6. Moline's leading.
And we'll see. Alleman's tried just about everything defensively. Let's see what we're looking at. We've got a good look right now. 6-2 again.
Canary looks like.
Good defensive play that time.
On the backfield, I believe, that time by 90 Edwards.
36 was in there too, wasn't he? Was that Barry, Mike Barry? It's like Barry's in.
A yard on that.
Barry's the kind of kid you like to have in your program. Obviously, he fills in at fullback at times. Right now, Krager's out here on the sideline getting some equipment repaired. He subbed for Martin there in the first half and made a big play. So, obviously, he's the 3rd linebacker in that rotation. He's doing a real nice job.
Both teams playing a lot of players tonight.
5-2 defense this time. Both linebackers coming. Oh, look out.
Moline trying to turn the corner, and he doesn't get it turned, but he gets some pretty good yardage out of it.
Martin got there that time. Also number 3, Tom Hufford. I focused on Martin and the fans who happened to be watching him that play. He searched every part of that play. He searched the fullback for the ball. He searched the off tackle for the ball, and then ran the quarterback down at the boundary. Yeah. That's your all-conference linebacker play right there.
So we're looking at 3rd and a long 3 here, and Moline's got to come up with a big play to keep this drive alive.
Well, the last 2 plays, Moline has jumped into a 5-2 defense and letting those linebackers work with a 4-deep secondary, and they're back in that again this time.
Good opportunity to throw again.
Straight dive. Oh, looks like Alleman might have stopped them. Oh, what kind of spot are we going to get now? And the official signals 4th down. The ball is right on the 30-yard line. Well, there's that defensive stand, Brian, that Alleman really, really needed.
Yep, now we'll see what they can do with it. They had a nice drive going there, and that penalty kind of slowed it down there that last time.
Well, it's 4th and about 1. Got Taylor and Healy back deep. Waller's punting. See if Alleman sets the wall up again. They hold Moline up. Healy on the run. Nice catch. And here comes Moline. And they got about 7 guys there that time.
And Piper's on the bottom.
That kid's a good football player. I mean, we've been impressed with him all year. Tonight he's playing maybe the best game of the year and the biggest game of the year.
The way he moves with the size he's got, he looks like he could play some college football.
Well, he's 6'2", listed as 6'2", 230, flying around on punts and things like that. Gets into a good college program, gets a little bigger.
You know he's got to be smart.
That's exactly right. All the good ones played center. Well, what'd you play, Brian?
I
Must have been a guard. Oh, look out. Krager across midfield, across the 45, down to about the 43-yard line. First down.
If I had to do over, I'd play center.
You bet.
Yeah, now I know. I finally found. I did have our quarterback line up behind me a couple times, but I never had the ball.
Did it startle you?
Yes. Oh, yes. It was exciting.
First down.
Team over there.
Get over where you belong.
Yeah.
I formation, 2 tight ends. Option. Delio with the ball.
Nice run.
Oh,
nice
a nice tackle there. Across the 40, down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, that was nearly a touchdown.
Yeah, DeHulia did a nice job. And they're giving Moline a little touch of their own there with coming back with DeHulia doing the running.
Exactly right. Well, second down now. About 2 yards to go. 1 minute and 9 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Moline leads 20-6. Outside Veer. Krager nowhere to run. Moline is there in a hurry.
Number 88. Big tackle there that time.
Dave Koenig and Molina. Now, Molina made that play on that side. The play before, he tackles DeHulia on an ankle-saving tackle on this side. Does he know something that we don't know?
We got a big tackle all wound up in the mic wire down here trying to get onto the field.
Alleman's got a third down now, dropped for about a yard loss. It's back 3rd and 3, 28 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Big call again.
Dave Taylor with the carry and just, a nice lunge.
Second effort. Wow, they blew it dead,
Oh,
though.
boy, look at that spot. Look at that spot. Taylor stayed alive, but I think he probably was stopped.
The whistle went off before he fell down.
Yep. They're going to move that ball back. And the Alleman fans are not going to be happy with that spot.
No.
But I agree with you. I think when the whistle was blowing, to protect the kid, he probably was standing up in the middle of that pile somewhere.
You can look at it either way. You could say it was an early whistle, or you could say, why don't they blow the whistle before the kid gets beat up? So
you're right. Well, Brian, here we are now. For all the marbles, we are going to the fourth quarter. Alleman has played extremely well in the fourth quarters of the games we've had, and they're going to have to do it again, trailing Moline 20-6. And we'll be back in just a minute.
Calling all kids, Nickelodeon's Mega Messamania live tour presented by Fruit Roll-Ups is coming to your town. It's a whole new slime game.
We're choosing teams, and everyone gets to play. Help me control the slime. It's Nickelodeon's biggest tour ever.
$3 off with 2 proofs of purchase from Fruit Roll-Ups.
One show Friday, October 27th at 7:30 at the Mark of the Quad Cities in Moline. Tickets at the box office, Ticketmaster, or charge at 319-326-1111.
Come out and play.
Diane DeBoard would love to help you plan your next party. She specializes in ethnic hors d'oeuvres and a large variety of unique cuisine. From the simplest to the most elegant affairs, call Diane DeBoard Catering.
Go. Fourth quarter, 20-6. Alleman needs to do something and do something in a hurry. They've been a good fourth quarter team, though. You can expect something out of them. You're awful quiet tonight, Jim.
I've had some microphone problems.
Oh, have
over
you?
here. I don't get it.
I didn't know.
Oh, Delio on the keeper.
Nice
First
cut.
down, Alleman.
Nice cut. We got a
Inside
little
the 30.
flag there, though.
Uh-oh.
Taylor getting up slow.
Penalty flag. Taylor looks like he's got hurt his back a little bit here, but there's a penalty flag in that area, and we'll see what we have.
That's usually not good area to have a flag for the offense.
They're talking to Moline, and they're pointing the other way. And our signal is holding.
Holding.
Against Alleman from that point of the foul. So that's going to set up a long fourth down situation and maybe a punt situation by now.
No, what are you doing here, Coach? You're going to kick it or you... It's 50-yard line. I think you got to kick the ball this early.
I'm punting the ball, playing defense.
You never know. You can get a break off the punt just as easy as anything else.
You know, Alleman is behind by 2 scores basically because of 2 turnovers. And Moline hasn't made any yet. So maybe they'll make one here. Help out the Pioneers. You never know.
DeJulio's back to kick.
Molina is back to return this kick, but he's going to watch that ball go out of bounds. They're going to spot that ball.
Clear back up here at about 20-yard line.
Looks like inside the 20 at the 18, Brian. So with 11:47 to go here in the fourth quarter, Moline leads 20-6 and takes possession of the football.
That's good to hear from you again.
Back.
Yeah. Did you go out and visit with the fans a little bit and talk to them?
I'm never sure whether I'm on or not on.
Yeah, I believe you can clip that right here. you don't have to hold that.
I'm paranoid at this point. John, can you hear me? Okay.
Oh,
well, we're rolling.
He's busy over there.
The only bad news is with John across the field now, he's been flashing his 2 for yes and 1 for no. His batteries are going out.
We're in Rock Island County and John's in Scott County, and we're bringing you this game.
The ball's at the 18-yard line, double wing Moline.
Canary in motion, he slips.
Now let's just see what Molina does with this though. Gets across the 20, out to about the 21, didn't panic.
No, little broken play there when Canary slipped.
Play wasn't going to be any good. Ooh, Alleman's got another player injured here.
Edwards coming off the field with an elbow.
Brings Brian Arnold into ball game number 63 as a defensive end.
I think he just skinned his elbow a little bit there.
As tough as he is, he had to do more than that. I mean, otherwise he'd be out there rubbing it out there in the middle of that huddle. Could be a crazy bone, hitting a crazy bone or something like that. Motion by Moline.
Maybe his shoulder the way he was carrying it.
Molina
with the keep. It's not going anywhere.
Not going to go anywhere.
Ross Martin.
Martin's there, and 33 Healy is there. Well, the defensive unit right now for Alleman doing everything they can to keep the team in the ball game. They're not going to give up the easy first downs. They're going to get that ball back if they can.
Well, if you're Moline at this point, you just don't want to make any mistakes.
That's right.
Make them earn everything they get, and if you have to kick, you kick.
Right. But you don't want to get too passive. You want first downs. You'd like to score more points. I'd always sit there looking at that board, and I'd think 20 is not enough. If you as a coach or as a team look up there and say you think 20 is enough, you're going to get beat.
Well, I always like a team that keeps attacking and doesn't just play it safe anyway.
Well, with Molina touching the ball, a little dump pass, but nowhere to go. Receiver was covered perfectly.
Another good decision by Molina.
Right. And it sets up a fourth down. He did keep the clock running, and he didn't turn the ball over, and Molina will be forced to punt.
So we'll see what kind of field position Alleman gets the ball this time. We got Healy and Taylor back this time to receive, and DeJulio.
Waller's back to
Waller's kicking. That's right.
Kicks for Moline. If he kicks for Moline, we got a scoop.
Well, I thought he might kick for both teams.
Oh, almost got to that one. Nice effort. Ball gets a Moline roll, and that's going to be marked right at the 50-yard line.
Yep. Picked up about 8 more yards on the bounce there as it was going out of bounds.
80 is over here on the sideline. I guess maybe that was Ryan Wood who was hurt over here on the sideline a minute ago, unless they confused us. They got Wood and Edwards, 80 and 90.
Well, 90 was the one that came out.
Well, 80's over here with a bad elbow now. Both good defensive ends. Ryan Woods, a 6'4", 205-pound junior.
Yeah, Edwards is going in right now.
Edwards, 6'1", 195-pound junior. Both good
Maybe they
defensive
switched
ends.
elbows. I don't know.
Well, let's see what the Pioneers can do. 2 wide receivers, I formation, speed option.
DeJulio with the option. He keeps it, and he's going to
nice
be dragged down
play
from
by
behind
Moline.
by guess who? Mr. Piper.
Well, you know, is there going to be the all-mama team this year?
I have a. He would make it.
Have you got your all-mama
I
team
guarantee you, this
started?
man's going to make it. Him and Ross Martin would both be on there.
I was going to say, there's several probably in this game tonight that would make that team.
That's for sure.
That sets up a 2nd down and 11. And again, they had DeJulio running to the sideline, not picking up much yardage. Pass. Looking for the receiver, coming across. Oh, nice defensive
Excellent
play.
defense by Molina.
Krager was coming to that ball, and Molina made a nice
that
play.
just perfect. He hit Krager just as he's catching the ball.
Oh, nice bootleg pass action that time by Alleman. Had a receiver going deep. That looked like Seth Taranis going deep that time. And they tried to hit one of their best runners. That's not a bad
There's
plan.
2 more guys that I'd want on the team. Would be Greger and Molina there that just ran into each other. Excellent ball players.
You're going out on a limb on those 2, huh?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Well, Brian went out on a limb and picked Krager and Molina for his all-mama team. So,
quick screen out here. Healy with the ball.
Makes nice cut.
He's got his legs going.
Oh, down to the 39-yard line.
We get a mark
very
here.
close to the first
Alleman
down.
will have a first down with a good mark here.
Very close. Looks like it might be just. Oh, they're going to have to measure this, you think? You bet. Too big a ball game to take a guess here, and our officials are going to take time to measure.
Well, and that's a long ways for an official to see across the field.
You better believe
it.
it.
To line up an inch.
We're checking the press box. How many think
What do you
he
think,
made
guys? We got
it?
that
Made
much.
it by about
a yard, huh?
Made it by about 4 inches is the unanimous decision of this jury. First down by about 4 inches.
All
what
right.
a crew. What a crew. Hey.
Should have had us on the OJ.
Yeah.
And we're getting some comments now.
Yeah. I'm not so sure we didn't have you there.
Here we go. Alleman on the move. 8 minutes, 49 seconds to go. 4th quarter action. Almquist Field.
Oh, inside again.
Krager on the
Krager,
inside
nice
run that time. Most of the 10 yards, maybe a 7-yard gain. Inside to 35, down to about the 32-yard line.
You got to get him his carries to keep that defense honest.
No question about that. And, you know, when he carries the ball and Taylor carries the ball straight ahead, Healy carries it straight ahead, they're heading towards the goal line right now. And Moline's done a nice job so far. If they can string that play out, they've run to the ball real well. Option, DeJulio with the ball. There's your pitch. Krager across the 30.
Another first down.
28-yard line. And a first down for the Pioneers.
So the Pioneers getting a few first downs the second half here anyway.
Being held only 2 in that first.
That's right.
They're on the move. Now it's a question of, we got to get there in a hurry.
They need a big play.
Right. Yeah, they need to get there in a hurry, and they're going to have to play defense after that. But plenty of time yet. Pro set, wide side, I formation. Healy, deep back. Quick stop pattern to 85 that time.
Excellent hit by Molina there on Lawrence.
Man, that was that
They get
play
about 6 yards on the play. That's a nice gain.
Going to mark that ball at the 22-yard line, and Alleman's down there again.
You can tell Alleman's hustling, trying to get their plays in
Real quick, in and out of the huddle.
now.
And when you run plays in from the sideline, I'm impressed with how quickly they can do that. Outside veer, Krager with the ball.
1st and 10. It's going to be awful close.
Real close. They're going to mark that inside the 20. Looks like at about the 18-yard line. And going to measure again. We're going to give our panel a second to look at this.
What do you think, guys? Short or long? We make it? They made it.
Yep.
Okay.
I think it's unanimous again. About 2 inches this time for the fact that it's going to be a first down. I've got a lot of confidence in this group. It's a very experienced crew up here. And the officials say
all kinds of equipment.
First down by 2 inches.
2 inches.
Oh, my. There's a wealth of experience up
I'm kind of disappointed
here.
in this day of technology that we're not using metrics. But
Pro set for the Pioneers. I formation. Clock is running with 7 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Moline leads. Oh,
he's breaking loose. He's going to go in. Touchdown, Alleman.
And there are no penalty flags, Brian.
We got ourselves a ball game again, Jim.
With 7 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, Moline leads 20-12.
Big play here now.
Real big play.
Well, we're going to go for 2, I imagine. If you're an Alleman fan, why, this is a very big play.
Well, I'd say right now they're going to go for 2, get themselves into within 6 points, a touchdown, then ties it. Let's take a look at the play now. Coming out pro set, coming to the far side of the field. I formation, quick slant, lost that back, penalty flag down.
Yeah, they're going to say he hit him before he reached for the ball.
Lawrence, intended receiver, that quick slant that time, and I think he was held as he went for that ball.
Now, where will they place that ball, Jim?
Half the distance to the goal.
Okay, so.
Half the distance to the goal. Put it on the 1.5 yard line. You know, I was one of my younger years when I was a little crazier and argued with officials occasionally. We were here at Rock Island one time.
You never argued with
officials.
officials.
Penalty at the 1 yard line.
He was a lot younger last softball season.
So the officials marked off a personal foul against us, half a yard. It's a no big deal. Split backs. Outside veer. Oh, he stood up.
He's going to get it.
He got in. Krager.
Okay, we're looking at a 20-14 ball game with 7:12 to go in the fourth quarter. And Jim, the pressure's on both teams now. This game's anybody's ball game.
And I'll tell you, you talk about second effort. Krager was stopped at the 1 yard line, would not be denied, and spun and drove and got himself into the end zone. Critical play, and the score is 20 for Moline, 14 for Alleman. 7:12 to go in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back. Hey, we're back.
All right.
Oh, wow. We took a short break there.
Yeah, very short.
Very short break. Well, I'll tell you, you don't want to leave that kind of action when you got the fans on this side are standing. Fourth quarter has been, again, we talked earlier, very big for Alleman this year. Now we're going to see what Moline and maybe even more importantly, Anthony Molina can do in the next 7 minutes and 12 seconds.
Very nice drive by Alleman. Finished off by the big play was Healy's run down there at the end, of course.
Nice kick, Diulio. Up to the 20, back to the 25, just short of the 30-yard line.
Aaron Best with that return to be 1st and 10 for Moline on the 29-yard line.
Well, Best is the guy they want handling the ball back there, so you know they got the right guy with the ball. So here we go now.
He's the best.
Yes, he is. Wow. Now let's see what the Pioneers will do defensively, and then maybe more importantly, what can Moline do offensively? 2 wide receivers this time for the Maroons. Dive option. Molina with the ball.
Keeps it.
Nice tackle out there. It's got to be either Krager or...
Krager.
And it is Krager. Had to be Krager or Ross Martin.
Yes.
One or the other. They've got that quarterback, depending on which direction he goes, and they don't miss very often. But it's about a 3-yard gain, Brian. 2nd down and 7. Every play becomes more and more critical.
Best back in the ball game again, a running back. Moline continues to use lots of running backs.
You know, they're taking their time getting in and out of the huddle right now, too. Quick snap that time.
We had motion. I think we got motion that time.
Going to be down. Stopped about the 35-yard line. And there's a penalty against Moline.
That was Arms that time that moved a little soon there in the backfield, I believe.
He's got great quickness, and we've seen how well he can run once he gets past that line of scrimmage.
Did he get the ball that time? Did you?
I didn't pay much attention. I was kind of watching the defense that time. Alleman's got a decision to make, either 3rd down and about 4, or walk it back to a 2nd down and 11. And they're going to take the penalty. So, second down 11. 6 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Moline leads by 6 points at 20-14.
Those mistakes are expensive at this point of the ball game.
Well, we're trying to control the ball right now. Now, if you're Moline, Alleman, again, 3 and out is what you'd like to see right now.
Plenty of time left
The
here.
crowd's getting into the ball game now, and both sidelines are getting fired up. Double wing. Oh, there they go again, huh?
I don't know. There's so many people moved that time. I don't know.
We're going to take a look and see. We're guessing the penalty is going to be against Moline. I'm going to guess it's against Alleman.
I'm going to guess Alleman.
Offside, Alleman.
Yeah. Piper did jump, but it was after the Alleman people made contact, I believe.
As soon as they break into that neutral zone, the play's dead. Automatic penalty. They have no chance to get back. Sets up now a second down and 7. Maybe a 6. If we called it 11 a minute ago, it's got to be 6.
Yeah.
Double wing. Both linebackers coming from Moline. 6-man front. 6-2. Get to him, Edwards. Oh, nice little flare pass. Great pressure. Edwards that time there. Krager got there also. Got another number coming.
And Moline's looking at a
63 got to that time too. Brian Arnold. Third down.
3rd and 7.
Oh, 3rd and 7.
Big play.
Well, it is. Huge play. And if you're an Alleman fan, that really helped you because not only was it no gainer, but it stopped the clock too. So 5:34 to go. The clock is not running.
Alleman can play a little more straight defense here. And
playing a 50 defense now, but they're going to bring Krager coming hard. Molina trying to break contain. Nice play back there.
Edwards.
Edwards again. 78. Mike DeBoard was there also. Chris Edwards, another name that keeps surfacing here in this ball.
Alleman coming on in the fourth quarter, playing the Alleman ball we've seen all year in the fourth quarter.
5 minutes and 12 seconds to go, and Alleman's going to get the ball back with a lot more time on the clock than I thought they might have. The deep guys now, Taylor and Healy, are standing at Alleman's 40-yard line.
Canary comes back in the backfield.
Waller to kick, low snap. Not a real long kick.
Off the side of his foot again.
That's going to be marked near midfield. That ball's marked at the Alleman 47-yard line. 1st and 10, 4:50 to go, down by 6.
Well, this is the big drive for Alleman if you're the Alleman fan, and Moline needs a stop right here.
Well, it's going to come down to this. You get 2 championship quality ball clubs. It comes down to a series or 2 offensively and defensively.
That extra point play looms really big here because 6 points ties the ball game whether they make the extra point or not.
Exactly right. Okay, Delio on the keeper. Oh, nice fake. Stayed alive.
Fumble. Moline's got that ball, I believe. Moline's got it.
Football. Delio was stripped of that football at about the 47-yard line. 81. Is that Blythe? Is that his name? On the recovery.
And there's the fifth big play of the game, Coach.
There we go. There's only supposed to be 4 or 5. For the Alleman fans, they need one more big one.
Yes.
They need one more big one. Now, 4 minutes, 43 seconds to go. 20-14 lead by Moline. They have possession of the football at the Alleman 47-yard line. Huge play there.
Well, you got to believe Moline's going to use a lot of clock here if they can.
They need some first downs, though. Still need some first downs. Alleman's got timeouts. Alleman back in that 6-man front. Trying to draw him offside, didn't get it done. Molina on the carry and no place to run. No game. You can see the strategy. Alleman is aggressive on defense, and Moline's going to try to draw him off sides, but that time they didn't come. And sometimes when you hold your lineman that long, they don't get off the ball very well.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was the case that time. The white shirts did not come off the ball very well. 2nd and 10. Clock still running. 3 minutes, 57 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Well, what do you think? Alleman going to start using timeouts here if they can shut them down on a play or 2 here?
Well, there's 2 ways to play it. You know, you either use them early.
Oh, it's in the air. Oh, my.
Moline did them a favor and stopped the clock for them, so they don't have to worry about it.
Complete pass, that's right. Quick dump. That was a dangerous play because I'll tell you what, once that ball got in the air, either team could have picked that ball up. Man, oh man.
I don't believe I'd use them yet, the way things are right here, unless they...
Timeouts, yeah. Well, you still got plenty of time. 3:21.
And that gives you a chance to get the plays in there that you want when you get the ball. And
Exactly. Big third down play. 3rd and 10. Wishbone now for Moline. Bootleg pass.
Molina!
Great play. Breaks contained now. Krager had him.
Good job, Krager.
Krager still made the play there in the back, and then Ross Martin cleaned up for him, and
got to get a quick timeout,
Scott-
and they do.
Manicky come in there on that tackle also.
Oh, man. I'll tell you one thing there. Great defensive stand. Great defensive stand. When you're talking in the booth there, I didn't see the receivers get out, so Molina was going to run that football, but nowhere to go because Krager was there. Whew. Hey, this is pretty good.
You look at the body language out there, and it looks like Moline is behind instead of ahead.
Well, it does. It does. But one thing about, both these teams, because of past successes, have very good traditions in their football program. Right now, Alleman really has dodged the bullet.
Yep.
They fumble the ball and get it right back. Actually, they gained 2 yards in the 3 plays that Moline ran. So they've got every opportunity now
They're
to
gonna
get this ball back.
They're gonna have the whole field to go though here if Moline's able to execute this punt.
Well, one thing about it, they haven't put much pressure on Waller yet, and there's been a 1 snap that bounced back there and 2 snaps that have been fairly low. So if Alleman has got a punt block, this may be the time to put a little pressure on and see what happens. A lot of pressure.
Here we go.
Pressure's on the punter, but that snapper's got to make a
Healy and Taylor back deep, and Waller's punting this time for Moline.
Beautiful snap this time. Another goal, nice kick.
Good kick
Got
this
over
time.
Healy's head and going to go down to the. Oh my! That ball went in the end zone. That ball went in the end zone.
Whoa!
Oh my God! That ball died about an inch or 2 across that line.
Mercy.
Woo.
We couldn't tell from here whether it was going to be called in the end zone or not.
Well, I'll tell you what, 2 officials were right on that.
I'm not so sure that player looking at that ball was so sure it was in the end zone either.
Well, it was casting a shadow. It was casting a shadow on that line. Well, Alleman now with 3 minutes, 19 seconds to go and trailing by 6 must move the ball 80 yards.
Well, they've got plenty of time here. If they run their plays in and out as fast as they did that last drive and keep going here, they've got the time, but they've got to move the ball. It's still pressure's on them to do it.
Delio at quarterback, pass, looking to go on the curl route outside. Nice
to Lawrence.
Throw, nice catch, inbounds though. Lawrence could not get out of bounds. Nice tackle by Molina out there.
Nice first down play.
Hustling in and out of the huddle now.
Be 2nd down and 3 for Alleman.
We're right now, Brian, at 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes, the clock is running.
The play took about 25 seconds now in total here.
We're going to have to gain it more than that, but they're setting things up. Look out! Krager breaks loose inside. Breaks another tackle to the 47-yard line. Corey Krager.
He's getting a play in there.
Excellent. The clock stops now until we get the change set here. So
2:43 to go. Ball's on the 46-yard line of Alleman.
Well, Moline better not be looking at that clock, Brian. I'll tell you that right now.
No,
they're
they
going
need
to
to be
hold again. They're
playing
going to have
football.
to hold. Pass. Well, a little overthrown that time, but the clock is stopped. So sets up a 2nd and 10, but real important, that clock was stopped in a real big hurry, and the receiver was covered.
Yeah.
As you said, usually a good
He put that in the right place.
Exactly right. I was looking, but no. Father Gallagher was not the intended receiver on that one.
That's right.
He's way down on the other end. They put him
They've kind of hit him tonight. Have you noticed that?
I know.
Where is he?
Well, he's over here.
Oh, down at the end now. He was in the center of more.
Or something like that. He's set up for that. Well, there's that quarterback draw to the 50-yard line. Delio on the carry. 3rd down now at midfield, 50 yards away in the conference championship. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 7. Crowd up on their feet on both sides now, rallying the troops. Pass. Nice. Oh, look out. Nice play there by Molina.
Molina, great defense over there.
They just seem to have Molina just keying on the right players at the right time. Seems like he's in the pass coverage when he needs to be. He's making a play at the line of scrimmage on the running plays.
And that's going to just about force Alleman to throw the ball again here.
Well, 4th down now and about 7. The ball is at midfield. Right now, we're talking up here already. Dave Taylor, if he touches that football, lots of good things have happened in his career here. And I'd like to see him have the football somewhere along the line. You got...
well, Healy's also one that's made a lot of good things
made
happen.
Some great plays, too. Pass. Taylor on the boundary. Watch Taylor on the boundary. Dave Taylor makes a catch at the 32-yard.
1st and 10, Alleman.
Dave Taylor on the catch at the 32, first down.
They're moving the chains. Be at 32-yard line. 1:54 to go in the ball game. Big first down for Alleman on a 4th down play.
Defensive play that time. Did as much as he could without interfering. 32 yards away from a conference championship. 1:49 to go. Delio. He may run.
He could go all the way here.
Delio at the 10, the 5. Alleman touchdown.
Touchdown, Alleman.
Tom Delio, quarterback, keeper to tie the ball game.
And there's the 6th big play of the game.
That's 6 big plays in this game. Oh my gracious. 1 minute, 39 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 20 tie. Timeout, Alleman.
Not to celebrate too early because there's still a lot of time left in this game.
I'll tell you what, a thrill a minute doesn't hardly explain this game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable in the way it should be for the conference championship.
As good as Moline is, and Moline as a team, the way they can still play with 1.5 minutes to go here, anything can happen, and Moline can still be in this ball game.
Well, we're going to see what kind of
big play
situation
here,
we've got here now. Is Alleman going to go for 2, or are they going to kick an extra point? Delio is a fairly accurate kicker in the games that we saw him kick the ball.
I think they kick an extra point.
Well,
I'm predicting extra point.
He's kicked 3 extra points in the Western Big Six during the course of this season. And I'll tell you, your guess is as good as mine.
He's going to kick it.
Okay, I'm going to say they're going to go for 2.
Okay.
Where's the guy with the tee? That's the critical thing. Is anybody with the tee?
Look on the sideline. See if anybody's got a tee.
Anybody look for the tee. And here comes Alleman to the line, back to the huddle, and they're going.
They're going for 2. You're right, Coach.
20-20 tie. 1:39 to go.
I don't think we got all the confidence here.
Well, let's see. What are you going to call? You going to run option? You going to run sweep? Is Krieger going to touch the ball?
I'd give the ball to Taylor the way he fought the last time.
Draw him off sides. Delio drops the ball. That ball is on the ground and dead. Right there, can't advance. And we've got a 20-20 tie with 1:39 to go. And
we could be looking at overtime.
You mentioned that word. I wasn't going to mention it.
Now, there's still a lot of time in this ball game. Moline can move that ball too.
Yeah.
We know Molina has the ability to throw a nice ball here.
Fantastic football game. 20-20 with 1:39 to go. Whew, I'm getting
Coach,
kind of fatigued.
that's what makes it all worthwhile, just coming to these ball games. This is a good ball game to watch,
It is, no question. And with my microphone malfunctioning in the first half, I might as well watch.
Yeah. Well,
you never know.
I thought you did a good job.
Did you really?
Yeah.
We can phone that in.
Actually, I was the one that was flat the first half and was struggling, but I had the mic.
Well, I tell you what, we got absolutely perfect conditions here. The eighth day of the season, 55 degrees, not much wind, perfect field conditions, tie ball game for the conference championship. Now, what are the white shirts going to do?
That's good, because you'll kick deep.
Well, Alleman, are you going to short kick it, or are you going to kick it deep here?
Oh, I think they're going to kick it.
I think they are.
Might be squib.
There are a lot of holes out there too. I'll tell you that. If that ball gets through, 10 better make a play back here. Nice play, excellent job, and fell down. 19-yard line.
It was Todd Anderson with that return.
Todd did a beautiful job because he was the only guy back. That ball gets squirted away from him.
Oh my! That could have been a bad deal.
Up with that ball. Well, let's see now.
So it's 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line for Moline, and Moline's got a long way to go to get this game going their way again.
Well, it looks like now if you're Alleman, best guess you're going to slip into a 4-man front, play that 4-4, loosen that secondary up a little bit.
Moline's, they don't have to panic here though and go for bombs and stuff that could end up with a turnover that could cost them this ball game, you know.
Clock's running, 122. Alleman's using 4 linebackers: Martin, Healy, Krieger, and Barry. 4 very, very good defenders. Molina with the ball. Off tackle, gets outside, comes back against the grain. Look out. Molina for the first down. Out across the 30-yard line to about the 33, near the 33-yard line.
If he'd got those shoulders squared, he had this whole side open there.
Well, I'll tell you, the green shirts.
1st and 10 Moline.
The green shirts ran to that ball very well, but here he comes back. See, he got him sideways. That was the key.
He's a little out of air down there.
We got timeout in the field. I think we need a breather.
Yeah, let's take a break here. 1st and 10, the 32-yard line. Canary split off here to the right or left. He's split out.
Split out.
Yes, he is.
Molina.
Screen. Good blocking out ahead.
Malcolm near midfield. First down.
54 seconds to go. They're going to move the sticks again.
Moline needs to be ready to go. They don't necessarily need a timeout right now.
Moline's lining up on the ball. Piper was over the ball.
Haven't started the clock yet. 54 seconds. The clock started with 54 seconds. Let's see what happens here. Drop back pass. Molina. Over the middle. Incomplete.
Nice pass. Nice pass. Dave Koenig was the receiver, intended receiver there. Almost had that ball.
Well, it was a good-looking play. Molina stayed alive. Good pressure, though, that time by Alleman as they got to him just as he released the ball.
He stood right in there, though, and threw a nice pass.
42 seconds to go, Brian. Tie ball game here. 4th quarter. Western Big Six championship game.
It was a baseball, too. Well, you saw a game with them, Fisher, didn't you?
Well, I'll tell you, you just kind of want to watch this.
Yeah. It's hard to keep talking during it. All I want to do is watch, see what's going to happen here.
What's going to happen next? Uh-oh. Molina going deep. Look out!
Oh,
Malcolm,
he had Malcolm open, and he laid it up there for him. It was just a little long.
That time they got the Alleman defensive secondary right on that out pattern. And Malcolm went out and up and was wide open.
It all worked perfect if he had connected.
3rd down, 35 seconds to go. That was close.
It was just a little too much pressure on Molina there. He did put that ball up high, though, for him to run under. Real nice.
The flag blowing there. It's kind of a situation where it's kind of a crosswind, and it was probably forcing that ball to drift a little bit away from Malcolm as he ran that sideline pattern. 3rd and 10. 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver to this far side of the field. Now they go to 2. Pass, good blocking. Gives Molina time. Oh, he's hit as he releases that ball. Big play that time. Father Gallagher had another chance and did not come up with the ball. It was incomplete.
77 with the big hit from Alleman there, Jim.
Big hit. Matt Prine, 6 foot, 230-pound senior. But Father Gallagher ran it out and up, and he was kind of on the boundary here, but did not.
He was.
The man can rebound. I've seen him. He can rebound like crazy. Yeah. He's physical on the boards, but he's having trouble catching the critical passes.
I'm just not sure about football. He was more out than up on that play.
Ooh, 4th down.
I've seen him play basketball. He's a good basketball player.
4th down now.
1st down is
4th and 10.
Is kill as much clock as you can on this play.
Molina stopped in midfield. 24 seconds to go, and Alleman has one more chance in regulation. One more chance. I'll tell you what, there's some excitement in that series. You had Molina almost got loose, and then the pass to down the field to Malcolm.
A little surprised on that 4th down there. He didn't punt the ball.
A little surprised. Didn't use a timeout. There's 18 seconds to go here, 4th quarter. 15. Clock is on the run. I formation, pro set, fullback inside. Krieger on the run. 44-yard line.
Alleman's gets their last timeout, I think.
Alleman uses the timeout with 5 seconds. Well, they went with the run inside, and that's not a bad call sometimes against a prevent-type defense. You get that good running fullback loose inside. Who knows? Man alive. But we're staring at that thing you said earlier.
OT.
Overtime.
Well, with 5 seconds to go, if I was Alleman, I just might try that first play of the game again.
But you could pop him clean.
You know, we know that Taylor's got that kind of speed.
Well, he does. And we talked earlier, it was mentioned in the press box, Bob DeDonker was talking about the same thing. You want Taylor to touch the ball in the absolute most critical situations of ball games because he just makes plays. He just makes plays. A great player. Now, there's a name. I mean, sure, he's been on our all-mama team
all year. Yeah, he was on there last year. Yep, he certainly was.
So we're.
He gets dirt on his uniform. He's one of those.
He's the only guy I know to get dirty
right
coming across this green, artificial turf getting to the field.
Oh, by the looks of that turf, anybody get dirty come across there about now.
Well, do we have? I wonder if we have enough tape to do overtime, or we're going to have to break for a commercial and go to the news or something.
I don't know. You know, there might be a golf tournament in England or something that we'll have to go to, but we're going to hang in there.
Okay, we're going to keep broadcasting, folks. It is 4th down. Alleman goes to 3 receivers to the far side of the field, the wide side. Drop back pass. Everybody going deep. Look out. Pressure from behind. Sack.
Overtime.
Quarterback. Overtime. Nice play that time by number 40 on the defense. That's Wallert. Ran Delio down from behind, and Brian, we're going to overtime.
Well, we've made 4 quarters. It's 20-20. How could it have been any closer, any better?
What a great comeback. You know, you're down 20-6, make a great recovery, get yourself right back in the ball game. I guess for our fans, we probably ought to talk a little about overtime and explain how that's going to happen. Huh?
Yeah, just exactly what they're going to do now. We're going to flip out there, I take it.
We're going to flip the coin again, and one team's going to win the toss, and they get to choose whether they want to be on offense or defense. The other team then will get the choice of which goal we're going to play this overtime at. Then the team on offense will take over with a 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. They will have a series of downs. If they can score a touchdown, kick a field goal, whatever they do, flip it around, the other team gets the ball. If at the end of those 2 series, the ball game is still tied, we do it all over again.
Do we flip again too, or
flip again?
Flip again.
And if either team is ahead at the end of those 2 periods, the ball game's over.
Then we'll go home.
Then we're going home.
Okay.
And I tell you, neither team needs to ever be disappointed in how this ball game turns out. There are no losers in this particular game. I'll tell you, you got 2 championship kinds of players and kinds of teams and coaching staffs in this game.
Lots of different scenarios with the league championship and the playoffs.
You bet.
Stand on this, OT.
Well, that thing's going to shake out. You know, you look into the last game of the season. Alleman finishes up, and they'll have 2 losses. They'll need, if they were to lose this ball game, and they'll need a win against winless Rock Falls, something that they could do, probably. Well, Brian, we're back here now with action. And flip the coin. We're going to see who gets the choices here. Okay, let's just see what's going to happen here.
I know it's the guy with the white hat. He always does the flipping. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah. He gets to do it because it's his coin.
It's his coin. He's the only one that's allowed a coin. It's kind of like Barney Fife with 1 bullet.
That's exactly the same way. He's the only guy with a coin. Okay, let's just see what the choices are. Okay.
Well, they're pointing to the south. So Alleman's going to be on defense.
Alleman? Okay.
I think Alleman won, but decided to take defense, huh?
Well, you know, I'm not much of an expert in tie games because I was only in 2 of them. We lost them both. But I would rather know when we get the ball how many points we need. So by the time Alleman gets finished, they know whether they need 3, 6, 7, or 8. They know that right off the bat.
So if you were ever in one more, would you do the opposite of what you did before?
No, because we did the right thing. It just didn't turn out. And I think Alleman did the right thing here. Now they're going to know. Man, oh man. And we're going to Maroons left first. attempt here to score in overtime. 20-20 tie. Now, Brian, one thing we got to keep in mind, the defense can score. So an intercepted pass, blocked field goal, something like that can be returned for a touchdown.
That's
and then
right.
the game would be over.
You're a hell of a long run.
It's going to be a long run, and there'll be a lot of people chasing him, but it could happen. Here comes Moline.
I got to believe you're going to see a lot of Molina again.
Well, there's 3 receivers to that, what we call the wide side of the field there. Molina on the carry, inside the 5, down to the 1.
Touchdown, Moline!
Man,
very first ball play, Molina keeps it. The same old play that he's run for 3 years of his career as a starter for Moline.
Well, they stretch you pretty wide. You end up with three wide receivers.
That's a sure thing for him.
Let's just take a look here now and see whether Moline is going to go for 2 or they're going to go for 1. They got the extra point kicker in.
Twice.
The extra point kicker is in.
Well, you know, if Alleman scores, they're probably going to go for 2. So,
That's why we said 1 OT.
Okay, now Moline calls timeout. That time, for a while there, they didn't have enough guys. I think they're worried about taking too much.
Well, it's important to have everybody on a kick like that.
You better believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, real important. Of course, if it's a lineman, you're going to get a penalty even if you make it because you don't have enough guys in the line of scrimmage. But man, now that play happened in a hurry. 3 wideouts.
My.
They took the ball and they had the right to take the ball on this hash. A receiver right in his face, and the play ended up being between the tackle and the guard. And that makes it a linebacker play, but your linebacker's got to tackle a fullback, so it makes it real.
Wallert's about to take the extra point. It's up,
Taylor
and it's good.
Blocked that ball.
And the score is 26-20.
That's just 27-20.
27-20 early in the overtime here. Now it's Alleman's turn,
That's right. That's right. How much time's left on the clock, Brian?
None.
It's early in the
None. It's early. It's not gonna. It's getting late though. But nobody leaves without our permission, right?
That's right. Well, here comes Alleman now to the line of scrimmage, trailing by 7. The ball again placed at the 10-yard line. Julio pitch, Dave Taylor. Now at the 10, and Moline is there. No gain. Alleman comes out immediately, runs option to the what would be the near side of the field, camera angle wise, and no gain. Man, that ball's back about to 12. Second down. And
so what are you going to play here? You're going to go to the air already, or you're going to come back with some counter, or?
I think Krager's going to touch the ball here pretty quick, and Taylor maybe on a play that isn't a pitch kind of thing. But I formation, and the good news is you don't have to score on first down. You got 4 plays. They just got to get there.
Krager
inside at about the 10, and no more. Moline stood him up right there. Third down now. Alleman has 2 plays. 2 plays to decide whether they're going to be conference champions outright or co-champions.
Either way, they're going to be champions.
That's right. The critical point now becomes the playoffs. Third down, ball resting at the 9-yard line.
You throw the ball yet, Coach?
You better believe it.
Throwing to Taylor this time. That same play they've been running.
Option, Delio, nowhere to run. 4th down, and maybe at the 8 or 9-yard line. I'll tell you what, we're guessing pass, and maybe that's the hope that Moline thinks they're going to throw also. But that time, Alleman had the strength of the formation was to the short side of the field, and Moline even shifted that way. That leaves fewer people out here on the wide side of the field. They got to come this way, but I'm going to tell you one thing. My guess Molina is going to end up over on this side of the field eventually. There he is, right there. Molina is right.
He's with Lawrence. They're expecting Lawrence.
Pass. Lawrence going for the corner. Delio stays alive. Throws. Oh, we're going to get a penalty flag this time. And it's going to be, I think, no, they better get off the field now.
It's going to be interference against.
Off the field. Get the students off the field. Who is the penalty on? Oh, the penalty's against Alleman. The penalty is against Alleman. And this ball game is... It's on him. It's on him. Now we got some questions.
We got another flag.
There's 2 flags on the field. Well, we did have the fans and the team on the field from Moline. So now we've got to talk about what's going to happen here.
Game's over. The game's over.
There's a penalty flag. The game should have been over with the penalty against Alleman. The officials are still out, and they're going to talk to Moline. The officials here are walking off the field. And right now, that ball game is over. The final score.
Moline 27, Alleman 20 in overtime. Fantastic ball game, fantastic finish. Just the way you'd want a season to end in a championship ball game.
Well, the Alleman coaches are here talking to the officials, but the penalty itself was called offensive pass interference against Alleman, and of course declined by Moline. And Moline is the Western Big Six co-champs with Alleman, and will be the Western Big Six representative in the playoffs in a couple weeks. So, man, what are your impressions of this ball game, Ryan?
Well, it lived up to everything that we thought it would be or hoped it would be. And either team had a chance to win this ball game. I mean, Alleman again come back in that fourth quarter. They're down 2 scores. Took some big plays. I remember that one big 4th down play that they threw the pass to Taylor over here. They got him a first down.
Yep.
Hung in there and had their chance to win this ball game.
Yeah, they did. And I'll tell you what, take a look at these 2 teams as they leave the field, because it's not beyond the realm of possibility that these 2 teams could play each other again. Let's go real quickly through the playoff scenario as we go. Moline is the conference representatives already in the playoffs. Alleman, if they can beat Rock Falls next week at Rock Falls, will be in the playoffs. UT, if they beat Quincy tonight and can beat Sterling next week at Sterling, will be in the playoffs. And Rock Island, if they can beat Galesburg tonight and win next week against an Oak Park or Oak Lawn team that has not won any ball games, they can be in the playoffs. The Western Big Six could have 4 teams in the playoffs. And that would mean that they're not going to keep all 4 of those teams away from each other, I don't think, as the playoffs begin. So we're done here, I guess, at Almquist Field.
Great ball game. I'm looking forward to, I'm thinking we're going to be at Sterling next week.
Sounds like a good idea.
That's the closest one to home here.
Yep.
At the UT Sterling ball game. And maybe you're not going to make it till about halftime, huh?
Well, I'm going to try to get up to see our son Marty sophomore game up in Chicago, and I'm going to get back on that interstate and try to get to Sterling by halftime. So I hope to be there at halftime. See you guys.
Enjoyed it. See you next week.
See you next week.